Hey everyone, so you're thinking about learning French. Awesome. The alphabet is the perfect place to kick things off. And trust me, it's way more familiar than you might think. So let's just dive right in, shall we?
And hey, right off the bat, here's some fantastic news for any English speaker out there. The French alphabet, it uses the exact same 26 letters we do. Yep, from A to Z, you already know every single symbol. That's like half the battle won already.
Okay, but of course, there's a catch, right? There's always a catch. If the letters are the same, why are we even talking about this? Well, this is where it gets fun.
And here is the big reveal. The letters look the same, but how you say them, their names, that's a whole different ballgame. As you can see from this chart, it's all about the sounds. That's where the real learning happens. All right, section 1, same letters, different sounds. Let's really dig into how different these familiar shapes can sound to the ear.
This slide really nails it. Okay, look, in English, we say A, E, G, right? A, E, G. But in French, nope, it's A, E, and J. It's a total recalibration for your brain and, for your mouth too.
Okay, next up, the tricky letters. Now, instead of dragging you through all 26 letters one by one, boring, let's just be smart about this. Let's focus on the usual suspects, the ones that always trip up English speakers. And here they are, our lineup of troublemakers. E, G, I, J, U, Y, and W. Honestly, if you can just nail these 7, you are going to be so far ahead of the game. And this one is a classic. I call it the Great Switcheroo. The French G is pronounced J, which sounds a whole lot like our English J, doesn't it? And then the French J is J, which sounds kind of like our soft G. They've basically swapped jobs. You just have to remember they're the opposite of what your gut tells you. And here's another one, the vowel swap. The French letter E is often this soft sound, but the letter I, that's the one that takes the sound we think of for E. It's a sharp E, like in the word see. Getting this pair down is a huge, huge win. Now the French U, this one is tough, mostly because we just don't have this sound in English. But here's a little trick, a physical thing you can do. Try saying E. Got it? Now keep making that E sound, but round your lips forward like you're about to whistle or kiss someone. That sound you're making right now, that's it. That's the French U. And what about Y? I love this one. Its French name is Y, and that literally translates to Greek eye. How cool is that? It's a little nod to the letter's history. And honestly, knowing that little fact just makes it so much easier to remember. All right, section 3, decoding French accents. Okay, I know this is the part that looks super intimidating, right? All those little squiggles and hats. But here's the secret. They are not there to mess with you. Seriously. Think of them as your friends, like little cheat codes that tell you exactly how to say a vowel. So in French, you're really only going to run into these 5 main accent marks, and each one has a very specific job to do, either for pronunciation or for meaning. This table breaks it all down perfectly. So look at the letter E. The accent slanting up, the accent aigu, gives you an A sound, like in pensée. The one slanting down, the accent grave, gives you an eh sound, as in mère. See the difference? Then you've got that little tail on the C, the série. That just turns a hard C into a soft S sound. Easy, like in garçon. Those 2 dots, the schéma, that's just a signal to say 2 vowels separately. It's why we say Noel instead of Noel. And finally, that little hat, the circumflex. Oh man, that one has a really cool story. Yeah, let's zoom in on that little hat, the circumflex. It doesn't always change the sound, but what it does is pretty amazing. It tells you a story. It's like a linguistic ghost, marking a spot where a letter used to be. And this shows you exactly what I mean. See the circumflex in words like hôpital, forêt, and bête? Well, that's a clue that there used to be an S right there. Think about it. Hospital, forest, beast. Over hundreds of years, the S sound just got dropped in French speech, but they kept the accent as a little historical marker. It's a direct link from modern French right back to its roots and even to English. Okay, section 4, putting it all together. So we've got the letters, we've got the accents, now what? Let's get practical. How does any of this actually help you in a real conversation? Just picture this. You're in France. You're trying to make a dinner reservation, or maybe checking in for a doctor's appointment. Someone asks for your name, and, since it's not a common French name, they ask you to spell it. bam! This is the moment where knowing the letter names is absolutely critical. And the process is super simple. It's really just 3 steps. First, you say your name. Second, when they ask, you spell it out letter by letter using those French letter names we just talked about. And third, this is important, if you have any letters that sound similar, like M and N, you've got to be ready to clarify with an example word. And that clarification, it might sound just like this. Let's say they heard N when you said M. You just say, no, M, comme maman. No, M as in mom. It's a super simple, super effective trick to make sure you're understood.
So, let's end with a little challenge for you, one that brings this all home. Think about your name, right now. Take a second, use what we just went over, and think, how would you spell your name out loud in French? That, right there, is your very next step.